Hello, I'm your host, Mr. Demon Cat, and we welcome Cat vs. Cat fans who finished watching clean versions of Vipsy Pop's animated shorts on my secondary YouTube channel earlier to my 15th Talking Cat vs. Cat podcast episode. This 15th Talking Cat vs. Cat podcast episode is human-made, not AI-generated. Sorry, I was busy setting up my Twitch channel and also making my own Cat vs. Cat remix song earlier this August. Coop, his father, his sister, and Mr. Cat would not have another animal or small pet living inside their house in Bootsville until now. This time, they began seeing Mr. Cheeks. Today's episode will be about Mr. Cheeks from Cat vs. Cat. This could be the one and only hamster from Cat vs. Cat that I mentioned in my Talking Cat vs. Cat podcast so far. Mr. Cheeks is a hamster who tries everything Mr. Cat does in Bootsville, including Cat's planets living far away from Earth. He lives close to other hamsters living inside the cage, where he has hamster food and water when not with Mr. Cat. He even has a hamster wheel where Mr. Cheeks exercises using that wheel I mentioned, giving him more energy and power to use so that he can try chasing anyone. Mr. Cheeks could also possibly be an antagonist of Cat vs. Cat if he becomes another villain of Bootsville. He speaks fluent English, unlike other aliens living in Bootsville and other planets. It is unknown what became of him, though it is assumed he survived the attacks in any planet he lived on. He has his friend named Hamster Squad, in which I will also talk about later in the middle of this episode. What will happen to Mr. Cheeks if he meets Coop, Mr. Cat, and other humans living in Bootsville? Mr. Cheeks could have conversations with people, and also try to move away from people. He could even start chasing aliens, too. I know what you're thinking. How much does Mr. Cheeks appear in Cat vs. Cat? Mr. Cheeks did not appear in most of Cat vs. Cat Season 1. According to the Mr. Cheeks Cat vs. Cat wiki page I read, Mr. Cheeks first appeared in the Cat vs. Cat Season 2 episode, Cheeks of Evil. That episode starts with Mr. Cat falling asleep on the yellow couch next to Coop and Dennis playing video games. 24 minutes later, after waking up in the afternoon, right as Mr. Cat finished hitting a dart outside, this happened. Coop's sister Millie began bringing Mr. Cheeks to the house, using her hands, along with his father also bringing him to that place I saw. Aren't they nice of those humans bringing Mr. Cheeks over to the house? Yes! What I saw Mr. Cat doing is him looking up hamsters. Mr. Cat begins meeting Mr. Cheeks as he starts feeling mad at him. Cat thinks he can get to Mr. Cheeks quickly, right? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Did anyone see that? Mr. Cat doing tiger moves. So right as I finished seeing Coop's father quickly move the hamster, plus Cat getting to the beehives, the part where Cat was mad at Mr. Cheeks made me smile a lot. I can barely see Mr. Cheeks also having his own limited edition bouncing ball, while having Coop's father place him where he wants to be. Several minutes later, after talking to Coop and Dennis, Coop's father finally placed Mr. Cheeks behind the fireplace next to two mirrors. Another 10 minutes later, after Coop's father and sister leave their house, how did Mr. Cheeks get out of his cage? Hamsters began knowing how to escape, right? I'm pretty sure Mr. Cheeks did. Mr. Cheeks began using his laser eye to get out of his cage. Or did he also use his body's actions to escape? I'm going to assume he used his actions to try meeting Mr. Cat. As Mr. Cheeks meets Mr. Cat in the kitchen, he began using a carrot ray to try and pick up aliens. The house troubles began in Bootsville, with Mr. Cheeks picking up aliens, using that carrot ray I saw, denying what would have been Mr. Cat carrying Mr. Cheeks. Mr. Cat freezes while hearing what Mr. Cheeks says in the kitchen. Mr. Cheeks is voiced by Christopher Gaze, and this is what his voice sounds like.
I shall return, and I'm adding that meddling Coop to my revenge bucket list. And Millie, of course, can't stand that Millie. Oh, and those troglodytes, Lorne and Harley, can't forget them. Mr. Cheeks never forgets!
I can finally hear Mr. Cheeks speak English. What else is Mr. Cheeks thinking? His brain saw a group of hamsters that he could think of. Or should I say Mr. Cheeks is thinking of new ways to invite hamsters? He even thinks the earth can be turned into his very own hamster ball. The alien bounces around behind the table next to the kitchen chair sitting around while looking at Mr. Cheeks catching humans playing video games. As soon as Mr. Cheeks' eyes got close to the TV screen, Coop's sister Millie began killing Mr. Cheeks in her room. Other things that Mr. Cheeks also saw in the kitchen are pictures of Millie having fun with Cat on the refrigerator. Mr. Cat uses his sharp claws to move Mr. Cheeks a lot, causing him to let go of an alien. He also begins killing that hamster I saw, erasing words written on the calendar, and all of a sudden, this happened. Coop's father and sister caught Cat killing Mr. Cheeks using his arms, which is a good thing for them to do. Cat gives the hamster to Millie immediately after doing something to the calendar, causing Millie to feel happy about Mr. Cheeks. I also caught Coop's father putting Mr. Cheeks back inside exactly where he lives. After hearing Coop's dad tell Coop and Dennis to watch what Mr. Cheeks is doing, Coop and Dennis resumed playing retro video games, but they still never listened to their fathers. 1 minute later, this happened twice. Mr. Cheeks got out of his cage again, this time by using a laser gun that also breaks windows. The laser meter indicates that Mr. Cheeks is trying to destroy other things in the house using a laser. Chaos erupts, fights continue, things break again, and now things are going wild here, with both Mr. Cheeks and Mr. Cat starting to break a lot of things in the house. Bro, there is so much chaos happening at Coop's house in Bootsville. Mr. Cheeks starts using his laser gun to get close to Mr. Cat. Right as Cat tries getting out of the kitchen, Mr. Cheeks resumes chasing him. Cat uses a frying pan to try and avoid getting tagged out. 30 seconds later, Mr. Cheeks got on top of the kitchen light as he resumes using a laser gun to catch Mr. Cat over and over again. Mr. Cheeks then later got off the kitchen light after Cat uses kitchen utensils to move him a lot. He starts using his hamster ball inside to try and protect him, and becomes shielded, preventing anything sharp from getting close to him. But what Cat doesn't know is that the hamster ball that Mr. Cheeks used contained something sharp hiding. Cat blames some kind of a vehicle he used to try and get Mr. Cheeks before going upstairs. Mr. Cheeks begins using some kind of a flower seed to try and destroy walls using his mouth. He takes off immediately after Cat tries going back outside. Mr. Cheeks begins using flying vehicles to try and escape from Cat before using rocket launchers, and he was close to destroying an alien's flying vehicle. He begins using a parachute to try and slow down his actions very carefully. Mr. Cheeks getting off his own vehicle and putting on his parachute immediately in Kid vs. Cat is Reverend Skull Johnson from GTA San Andreas getting off his jetpack and putting on his parachute. Mr. Cheeks also destroys a mini house that Lorne and Harley lived outside before getting back to Coop's house. He went inside a hole in that place he lived using his parachute. Oh, poor Coop's house. I could barely see more walls destroyed by Mr. Cheeks earlier. Like, why would Mr. Cheeks do such a thing in a house? It's actually Mr. Cheeks destroying more walls in Coop's house, not Coop and Dennis. I cannot believe this hamster, man. I cannot believe this hamster. I can't believe this hamster. You can't think of other things. You can't think of other things he also did, except for the fact that he escaped a mouse trap. Coop's father and sister returned home twice and blamed Coop for all of his wrongdoings he saw at the end of the Cheeks of Evil episode. They might have to get another small pet later. Oh well, guess not, because Mr. Cheeks faked losing to Mr. Cat. The Kid vs. Cat episode Cheeks of Evil reminds me of the 2009 Disney live-action movie G-Force. So far, we have one appearance from Mr. Cheeks. He also appeared twice in another Kid vs. Cat Season 2 episode, Turn the Other Cheeks. That episode starts with Millie wearing mostly green clothes and a camping uniform, standing next to Mr. Cat. Lone and Harley are standing next to the truck, and Mr. Cheeks begins hiding behind the truck. Using white strings attached to the truck, Mr. Cheeks uses hands to cut white strings and then later meet other people outside. As soon as he sees Millie putting tape on a piece of wood next to Cat, he pulls up a small sword and a small laser gun using his arms. Lone begins picking up Mr. Cheeks using his hands, but Mr. Cheeks drops his thing immediately after Lone and Harley go inside the truck with his mother. A few minutes later, Mr. Cheeks goes inside the light blue hamster ball to protect himself from being touched. He starts living next to Lone and Harley, where two humans begin doing work on paper using pencil and figuring out a way for hamsters to learn more about science. Mr. Cheeks is being carried inside a hamster ball by the exact same kid I saw. He also began learning how to draw on paper using a yellow pencil as he drew rectangles on paper. One moment later, Mr. Cheeks began hiding inside someone's backpack at school. As the kids go on a field trip to a place that launches rockets, Mr. Cheeks hides twice inside a human's clothes. He picks up another gun that he saw after telling Lone and Harley something they want, and realizes people have no other things to connect to. Once he moved away from Lone and Harley, he went back to seeing Mr. Cat in person. What else is Mr. Cheeks doing in the Turn the Other Cheeks episode? I know what he saw. He saw both Millie and Cat twice, with Millie doing her own Band-Aid mission. Both Mr. Cheeks and Mr. Cat faced off twice, this time outside in Bootsville. I also know the other weapon that Mr. Cheeks used. This time it's a black hole laser gun that he also began using outside. Mr. Cheeks shoots using his black hole laser gun, and the black hole got close to Mr. Cat. The black hole pops up, and the pieces of wood are starting to go inside there. There goes Mr. Cheeks feeling a little mad about the black hole. He caught Cat making the black hole disappear, and later resumes using his own things to get the black hole to pop up again. Cat tries getting to Mr. Cheeks twice, but Millie takes him away for a little bit. OMG! And now, 10 seconds later, he made the black hole pop up again, causing Mr. Cat to scream again, the orange doors going inside the black hole, and Millie trying to run away. What Mr. Cheeks also saw outside is the golf balls moving away from Coop and Dennis. It's either Coop or Dennis hitting the golf ball, and the golf ball made Mr. Cheeks move a lot, causing him to go inside the black hole and get two other things inside there. What was he thinking? As we get close to the end of the Turn the Other Cheeks episode, I also saw Mr. Cheeks being inside the black hole, speaking fluent English over and over again, with other things also being inside there. We have two appearances from Mr. Cheeks. He appeared for the third time in the Kid vs. Cat episode Strange Cat on the Train. That episode starts with Mr. Cat making more of his own things in the garage outside before seeing Coop catch new things making a lot of noise. As Coop and his family begin going on a train a few hours later, something strange happens at an old place that they went to. An old man wearing a hat began meeting Coop and his family in person. But what they do not know is that Mr. Cheeks might be hiding somewhere behind an old man's actions using his controls. Once they got inside, they decided to hang out, with Coop Butterburger catching Mr. Cat using something that was on the top of the place inside. This happened. As soon as the old man stops shooting using laser guns, Coop and Cat realize something inside. Once the old man stops laughing, it's Mr. Cheeks hiding inside an old man's body. What Mr. Cheeks did in the Strange Cat on a Train episode after opening up something secret is him inviting his friend named Hamster Squad, also known as Mr. Cheeks' friends. He invites him over to Coop and Cat once they start thinking that Coop and Cat are enemies of Mr. Cheeks. Cat used sharp claws to make a laser yet again, this time by getting close to the old man being behind Mr. Cheeks. Hamster Squad begins escaping the exact same place they live in before seeing Mr. Cheeks going outside. Once he sees Coop and Cat get back on the train tracks, he resumes using his purple hamster ball to try and get to them. There's also his squad also looking to get to them too. Both Mr. Cheeks and his squad also got on the train tracks too, as they're on track to stop these two. About a half-minute later, Coop quickly got back inside the train and sat down next to his father. But what Coop doesn't know is that Mr. Cheeks and his squad also went back to being on train tracks to try and stop the train using its wheels. Did Mr. Cheeks also seriously increase the train speed without warning? I'm pretty sure he did. Mr. Cheeks, after sitting down on the train seat, resumed becoming evil yet again, and looks at Mr. Cat hiding inside the teddy bear. His entire squad also begins hiding inside the train too, as they get close to Coop and Cat. 2 seconds later, Mr. Cheeks begins putting on his safety glasses, then later writes notes on paper using his pencil. He tries getting Coop off the train, but he never listens. He used his actions while evil smiling at Coop and Cat. Mr. Cheeks fails to get someone off the train using his actions, then later used his parachute twice as an eagle took him away using his legs. Coop and Cat went on to stop the train a minute later. The Kid vs. Cat episode Strange Cat on the Train reminds me of the GTA San Andreas mission wrong side of the tracks. Mr. Cheeks' friend Hamster Squad began losing Mr. Cheeks. Unlike other things carrying hamsters, it's strange seeing two animals being on the train. Mr. Cheeks was able to lead his own hamster army in the Strange Cat on a Train episode, but failed to keep track of what Coop and Mr. Cat did. Too bad he didn't see them using the train's wheels to stop the train. Mr. Cheeks' last appearance in Kid vs. Cat is The Cat Went Back. The second part of that episode begins with Coop and his friends going to an alien jail, along with them seeing Mr. Cheeks also in jail too. Mr. Cheeks also began going to jail too, seeing what Coop and his friends are doing there. The Mr. Cat allies living in an alien jail also met Mr. Cheeks too, finding out why Mr. Cheeks did some of his wrongdoings. It's kinda rare to see hamsters living inside an alien's vehicle or planet. The Mr. Cat allies began releasing Mr. Cheeks in an alien jail by using tools to let go of him. But before that, Mr. Cheeks had a quick talk with most humans and aliens. He became free to escape Planet Cat Nebula and other planets. Mr. Cheeks went on to go back to Earth using his own jet plane. He's known for finding more ways to become free again. Mr. Cat was also there too, and the crowd was making a lot of noises by using laser guns. Mr. Cheeks would later also get his own laser gun back too. Guess what? That was Mr. Cheeks' last appearance in Kid vs. Cat in the Cat Went Back half-hour episode. There are no more appearances for Mr. Cheeks at the moment. Okay, now time for me to make my thoughts and my review on Mr. Cheeks from Kid vs. Cat. How good and how bad is Mr. Cheeks? Mr. Cheeks seems to be doing okay exercising in his own hamster ball in the cage. He also seems to be fine using a lot of energy to have some power, by running and moving a lot earlier. Mr. Cheeks was also doing good not being with Mr. Cat by having more fun alone in the cage. I'm surprised Coop and Des did not take care of him in the living room downstairs at home after winning against Lone and Harley. Lone and Harley, however, is still able to take care of Mr. Cheeks for a while. Mr. Cheeks was also an enemy when using his eyes to see what Mr. Cat did. To me, it looks like Mr. Cheeks also has less appearances than both Fiona and Henry from Kid vs. Cat. Turns out he's not the one and only hamster appearing in Kid vs. Cat. His entire hamster squad also appeared in that show earlier. If you want Mr. Cheeks to behave with anyone, you gotta make him nicer. Millie was also able to become nicer to Mr. Cheeks too. The exact same hamster I saw twice, still learning how to speak English, just like me, and other Americans living in the United States. Mr. Cheeks, however, also refuses to apologize to the humans and the aliens living in Bootsville. I'd say I give Mr. Cheeks a 5.5 out of 10, after finishing watching the Cat Went Back episode. And that's going to do it for me talking about Mr. Cheeks. We thank you for watching and listening to my 15th Talking Cat vs. Cat podcast episode on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast. This is Mr. Demon Cat signing off.